What's up, video game junkies? So I wanted to make a quick video and share some cool news. If you ask me, it's cool. If you know anything about the video game industry and like the decline of the video game industry back in the days of Atari, when Atari had consoles, a lot of stuff kind of led up to this moment because there was a lot of games that were developed, underdeveloped, quickly developed, overpriced. There was no way to like get approvals on them to make sure like, oh, this is a good game. Like we can guarantee it's not shit. So it kind of was reaching a point that people were losing an interest in the video game world because these games were just quickly being developed and they were just complete garbage. And then this one game came out at the end of all of this called E.T. And Atari put a lot of hype behind it and got really excited about it. Sorry, I didn't mean to cover up the camera. They got really excited about it, right? Because I did it again. Anyways, they put a lot of hype behind it, got really excited because it was going to be this big, great, amazing game, and it also was underdeveloped. I think one guy developed it, and yeah, it's known as the thing that destroyed the video game industry for a few years. But supposedly it was just completely terrible. Atari had overhyped it, like I said, and they had all these cartridges, and it didn't sell well, and it really put Atari in a bad place. And the myth goes that Atari decided to bury their shame in a landfill in New Mexico. And when I say bury their shame, I'm talking like shitloads of cartridges of the E.T. game never been sold. Like, I think 300 is like the number that people say. I don't know, maybe it would have been 30. But I'm pretty sure it was like 300. Shitload. And it's weird because you think if it was true, like someone at Atari would deny or admit to it being true, or someone would have done something about it to try to find it out, that if it was really buried. But today, finally, Xbox Studios and I think Fuel were these two companies that came together and funded them to go dig and try to find these cartridges. And I guess it was for like a documentary on Atari that was supposed to release this year, so they wanted to kind of like address that. And I guess just an hour ago, I saw that crap. They dug up a freaking Atari cartridge for E.T. They found more than just that. They found like promotional material for Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then they found like a bunch of cartridges. I think they found like a Centipede cartridge also in one of the area that they were digging. They found the Centipede cartridge still wrapped. But anyways, they found a shitload of Atari E.T. cartridges. And how awesome is that to know that this is really true, that really happened. Atari really buried their shame in a desert. And they freaking found it today. So that's exciting. And I just wanted to share that because as a video game fan, I think it's really cool to know that this myth that was made up, that I thought was made up to some degree about this game that killed the industry, which is true. I know it killed the industry, but I just never would have thought Atari would have taken all that time to bury it in a landfill, and supposedly it was covered with cement and then covered with dirt. Like, it just seems like a lot of work where, I don't know, you would just keep those cartridges? I mean, maybe they were trying to hide the fact that they had all those if they filed bankrupt. I don't know, like, all the details behind it. But yeah, so there's that. So that's freaking cool. So today, I found out a new career that I want to do with my life, which is video game archaeologist. Digging, well, I guess that's the best find they would ever find. But come on, these guys, they could say that they're video game archaeologists. Anyways, I'm wasting time, and I just wanted to share that because I thought that was really freaking cool, that this myth that I always thought was made up was actually true. And they found Atari video game cartridges. That's just awesome. So, yeah, E.T. You guys played it? Because they found a lot of cartridges, so maybe you can finally play it and realize that it's really, really crappy. Because it is. I've played it, and it's terrible. But anyways, the demise of the video game industry was found today in a landfill in New Mexico. Hundreds of cartridges. That's awesome. Cool. I'm going to get off because I'm not probably making normal sense, and you could watch better person somewhere, another video on YouTube, explain this better and be more entertaining. So bye. I'm just excited. See you later. Goodbye. Shutting off the camera.